Apparently, I didn't get the memo because I would have worn red. What do you think, Arlene?
I didn't wear red either.
I know. Who would have?
Closer to red than I am.
Well, today is May 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can't believe, like, we're a third of the way through May. A third of the way. And our sweet Tammy, T-A-M-I, that's for John Lawrence, who, there's people who wait to hear T-A-M-I,
Yes.
has the day off. And it is Arlene and I.
Yeah.
So here we are, and we are so glad to see you. Oh, so, how's the sound today, girls? We did a sound test. Arlene worked on that on Friday, and she left it up, and we had a lot of comments back. So
Good comments. So
yeah,
we're hoping.
that maybe we have solved this.
Yes.
So we have another microphone pointing in another direction, and we are hoping that you get to hear our voices
Clear and loud.
Yes.
And no more troubles.
Yeah. Well, there's Shelley Nodwell and Evelyn Julian. And I saw Gwen Brewer was up there already. She's awake this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my. And
Sound is great. Yay, that's good.
we are so glad to hear that. Oh, walking out the door this morning, I thought, oh, I'll just grab my jean jacket. And when I put it on, when I got into the van, I went, I did not need to even grab that this morning. It is spring.
It is spring. Everything's in bloom or buds, and I was in my garden this weekend and cut the grass, and yeah, it just
I love the smell
good.
of fresh cut grass.
Me too.
It kind of smells like watermelon and something. There's just that smell to it.
The fresh smell, yeah.
And I took a walk around our backyard last night, and I can see that the lilacs are going to be within the week.
Yes.
Because it's all a little purple.
Yes.
But they're just
Mine
there.
are the same way.
And I thought, oh, that's going to be so nice. And I was at the retreat Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I think it was, so it must have been Monday, our pool got opened.
Oh, fun.
So our backyard always looks so different because the cover's off. And I had to laugh. I was out there with Bill last night because, of course, the pool cleaner, because it needs to be clean. And he's working on the shed. And our little Sadie, our little Aussie, she's running around the yard with her ball. And then she was digging. And then she's like, oh, yep, the pool is open. So down 2 steps she goes. She puts her head in and, cools off because she's been racing. And then it's like, and then she's back to the mud. And it's like, oh, seriously. She was such a dirty dog, but she had such a complete look of joy on her face. It was like, how can you be upset with this dog? It was just like, okay, we're going to towel her and wash her feet before she gets in the house. But she was just so happy.
Good.
It was funny. But I think one hole is about 3 feet deep.
Oh.
Yeah, she is a digger when she gets going.
Our dog is not a digger, and I am thankful for that.
Yeah. Yeah, so she will put, and Els from Holland said sound is perfect. That's good.
Good.
So, it's funny. She had a ball at the bottom of the hole. It wasn't, it was a funky size, so she had to really work to get it out.
Watch for ticks in the garden. They are brutal this year. Yes, I have noticed that already. But that's okay. We just do a tick check before you go in the house. And
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. I guess that's a good warning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Barbara Sherwood, we're happy to hear that. There's Linda Jackson.
Yeah. I'm so happy to hear all this good feedback. Because...
Isn't that great? You worked so hard on that, and it's just been, we have done everything we could think to do.
Yes.
And then it was like, okay, let's try a new microphone.
Yeah.
And this was a really pricey
I know.
microphone.
But,
we worked with a consultant, so I don't know.
I don't know.
But, hey, we're cooking with gas. There's Jana. Good morning. And there's Debbie Wedges. So, unfortunately, because there's 2 of us, we'll make it up to you indoor prizes. We'll make it up. I will say, though, because it's Mother's Day coming up this weekend, from today through Saturday, there will be a free gift with a purchase. Mm-hmm. And we're not telling you what it is. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
So.
Any purchase.
Yeah. So. Oh, there's Leslie McPherson.
That's exciting.
And good sunny day, says Karen Exley. So, what shall we start with? Maybe move a few things off this table?
Sure.
So we have a bunch of our Panasonic irons coming in. And they I have red and teal. Mm-hmm. So they will be in today. So this is always a great iron.
Yeah. I'll switch a little lower.
Oh, thank you.
Show you.
Yeah.
So this is the iron. This is ours in the store. So it's already been used, but it works great. You just sits like that. So this is the part that plugs in. There's the cord right there, and it stretches out nice and long. This is the part that sits on your table or somewhere, and it stays warm. This is the part that you can just press what you need to press and then put it back on, and it heats up nice and fast, stays hot. I mean, it's my favorite iron. I've had several, and this one is by far my favorite.
I've had several different ones over the years too, but I've had this one for several years.
Yes.
And it has your temperature settings right here. One of the things, and the steam on this is amazing because you can steam this way and this way. So if you had to steam some clothes or something, you could do that. But there's a little button right here. I should show. Right here, you could fill if you wanted to have steam. And I really don't steam when I'm sewing, but you can push this little button here, and this comes off, and you can take it under the tap. Am I doing it? Where?
This way, yeah.
Yeah, this way. You can put it right under the tap, and it has a filter in there for hard water, so it's not going to clog up because we have hard water in our area. So this iron's $160, and
you said a few different colors.
Yeah, so we've had so the ones I think are coming are teal and red, and I have what's that color? Teal in the store right now.
And there is a little case for it. You can just pop that on and take it where you need to go. Of course, the cord is hanging out, but anyways.
Okay, that's no problem. Maybe you can check it. Have you tried this one?
I haven't tried this one.
I have been taking that because at the retreats, irons draw a phenomenal amount of power. Mm-hmm. So we got to the point where a lot of us were bringing our big irons, and that was creating some issues. So we've gone back to some smaller irons. So I took this one, and I love it.
Okay.
It stays nice. It stays hot the whole time. You have to turn it off to get it because it does not have an automatic shut off, girls.
Okay.
But it has that little silicone mat that it sits on.
Yeah, so, you can see it here in the picture.
Oh, yeah. And I have a pretty turquoise one.
And we have it in yellow, pink, and blue, I believe. Yeah. Like the turquoise blue. Yeah.
And I brought this one down because I know that yellow's your favorite color.
But this is great when you do have retreats or classes or even just traveling and you don't want to bring your big iron.
Yeah, and sometimes smaller applique projects. Mm-hmm. This is quite handy. But it's just lovely. It fits nice in it felt very nice in my hand. Margaret was with me and she really liked it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I wonder what everybody's doing for Mother's Day. Are you guys going out for dinner, for lunch? What are you doing? Do you know?
Well, my husband's a volunteer firefighter, and every Mother's Day, the Saturday before Mother's Day, the fire hall takes all the wives or significant others out for supper as a treat, as a thank you for putting up with them, as a thank you for all the missed meals and appointments that you have to run out of and things like that. So I look forward to it every year. It's always fun to get together with that fire family, and that's Saturday night. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, that sounds really nice.
Yeah.
It used to be, and I bet there's probably several of you out there still in this mode. When your children are younger, there's always some event. It seemed that I was always sitting at some pool somewhere watching a swim meet, or we were hosting one, like during Mother's Day weekend. So it was always some sports event that you were doing with your kids' Mother's Day weekend. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Bill went golfing this morning, first time. So he was joining his friend in Simcoe, and they were going out. So that I'm happy for him.
Yeah, yeah.
So what else?
Do you want to? We'll show this bag. It is called the kitchen.
Everything but the kitchen sink, or something like that.
Something like that. This is a great big tote bag, and it's done in kind of like cottage fishing type style with blues, and we showed it a while ago, and we have one kit left. one kit left that you can make this bag, and we thought we would show it because with Father's Day around the corner
And beach time
and
boat
beach time, cottage
You have to
time.
tell them how much it is. Oh, I forgot to tell them how much that mini iron was.
So
the mini
the tote bag is $79.99, and that's all the fabric and the fleece that you need to make this, plus the pattern. So just a great handy.
I have a couple of those. I use them for traveling
There's
too.
lots of pockets inside.
And even at the side, because you can put like even your great big cups in the side here.
Yeah, big water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we thought we would show you the last one available in this style.
Yeah. Good morning, Carla. And there's Glenda. How much was, that mini iron, the small one was $99. I think I forgot to say that.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see.
you didn't say much about the retreat. You just got back from a retreat this weekend.
And we had some new people and people, it's so good because it's all these friends that haven't seen each other for a long time. And we had a couple of ladies that have attended other retreats that came, and they couldn't believe how many people they knew that they hadn't seen for years.
So fun.
And it was. And then I think I've told the story about the two girls that were their maid of honors, and they found each other at the retreat, and then after 30 years, and now they always hang out, and that's about 3 years ago. Well, it was Cass's wedding anniversary, so they were on Sunday, so they were saying, so this is our marrying day because she stood up for her. So they talked about that. That was nice. And it was just a nice time. Of course, the Elmhurst treats us so well. The food was really good. And the grounds were so pretty because everything is blooming. So people were out for walks and could sit out in the patio and do some handwork. And it was just really good.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear.
And those nice big blocks I was showing from my calico garden, I got 7 of them done.
Ooh.
And I would have got more done if I hadn't been trying to work on this strawberry thing the day before. But I got 7 blocks done, girls. So I think I have like 9 out of 23 done now.
Good for you.
Yeah. So staying home, family visits. Oh, that'll be nice. Somebody's going to have brunch. Oh, and watch her granddaughter. The cordless iron is 160, Jasmine. And I have to. Jasmine, could you email me Bonnie Robbins' mailing address? Because I have a few turtles I wanted to send her. She's doing some quilts for the what's the proper name for that? For our Native Americans that were for the school,
Yeah.
Oh,
Every child matters. That
yes,
one.
Yeah. So she has been doing some quilts, and she's been including a lot of turtles in them.
Nice.
And which is so nice. And there's Paula Brown. She has 2 cute German Shepherd puppies that I saw on Facebook. Forget their names, but they're cute names too.
Aw.
Oh, and there's Lynn Heslop and Helen Stevenson. Oh, so good. We have a few notions. I think let's just zoom in for these so I don't forget. We are back. We have our 25 of our little handy. We just love our little clips for binding. And
They are handy. Like, not even to do anything with sewing. They're just handy clips to have around the house. They're just little.
But it's got that
different
1/4 inch,
colors.
so they're nice for your binding. So we say binding clips, but if you're putting through something on your machine, sometimes I'll put them there. So I use them when I'm sewing. I've used them to organize some papers every once in a while.
like as paper clips instead. Yeah, they're just handy.
So you get 25 for $15.
And these ones are all colorful.
Yeah, so we got some nice colored ones. And these are some cute little labels. One says, keep forever, perfectly imperfect, and I sewed this. And there are 3 in the package, I guess. 3 in the package. I guess you're going to have to hold that closer. For $4.95. And we have one of those cute little deluxe needle threaders for $4. I think I'm going to have to put like an X marks a spot for me. Because I look at the screen and then I'm never really sure where to hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Marjorie. You sisters are so much fun. Marjorie and Irene. Can we get just the pattern for the bag?
I think we have a few.
So I think the answer would be yes to that. We had 2 sisters. We had 2 sisters. We had 2 sister-in-laws. We had And we had 2 mother-daughters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I always think that's so nice when, that I guess just that they're sharing that our love, right?
Mm-hmm.
That there is that through families.
Yeah.
There's Margaret and Varga.
Shall we show some fabric?
Yeah, and Peggy, I had a great talk with her and her friend Tammy, and learned
yes.
all kinds of things about them and some of their travels and adventures. That's one of the things I like. I get to know people better.
Get to know the customers. Yeah.
So this is a Patrick Lowe's, which is part of Northcott, and this just came in yesterday.
This is a wide back.
And
so
we
it's
had ordered it a while
108.
ago, and it is so silky. That's why I keep touching it, girls.
It is really soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is 108 inches wide, and it is $28.
$28.
$28 a yard.
And we have it in another fun colorway. Look at that one. I'm just looking forward to seeing the quilts that it will be on the back of.
Mm-hmm. And I love fun backings on the back of quilts. I love that there's a bit of a surprise and that you almost get 2 quilts out of one, because
look at this.
that
one.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
The colors on that is so
And once
pretty.
again, so nice and silky.
Mm-hmm. So these are all 3 are wide backs, and they're all 3.28 a yard.
They're $28 a yard.
Yes.
I thought you said $3.28.
No.
What the heck? Who
28.
knows? Who knows what my ears were hearing?
$28 a yard.
Okay. And we got something in for maybe some little boys. This has been on order for quite a while. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to show, is it?
No, you wanted the... That's okay. This one is
Oh,
just...
we'll do this one first.
These are just some good tone-on-tones that we brought in.
I think we had this so we could do a 3-yard kit, right?
This one, yes. So we brought these little Christmas deer in, or just wintry deer, I guess. It don't necessarily be Christmas. And we thought for a 3-yard kit, just to bring in that mint green and then the chocolate brown to bring out the deer, and it would be a very sweet, soft, wintry type quilt. Not necessarily Christmas, but wintry.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Well, I guess I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't like it.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, Bonnie does audits for Survivors. Yes, it was the Survivors I want. Yes. Anyway. So this is a cute little dinosaur line. We were looking for nice dinosaurs for boys.
Sweet ones that aren't
Yeah.
scary.
Or not necessarily for boys, because girls like
Girls
dinosaurs.
like dinosaurs too.
Yeah.
But these are not scary, but they're also not babyish. Like, they're just really cute dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That you could have a lot of fun building a quilt around. Oh, mine's upside down.
And here's some footses in the dark green. And then, of course, we have them in the, not of course, but we have them also in the gray.
Yeah.
So we can mix lots of other colors in with this and pull.
Oh, yeah.
But these are just, the anchors, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could pull the blues and the yellows and the oranges, the reds. Yeah. Just we've been looking for some nice dinosaurs for children, so we were happy to find this line.
And I have to say, my amazing Arlene, because the girls were busy in the store yesterday, and while I was at the retreat, because we are this morning going to be going and setting up for the Oxford Quilt Show. Mm-hmm. Because that is, Thursday and Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4, and it's at the Embro Community Center. So this is all, there's a whole load of stuff that's going to, because the van got unpacked, she went through all the totes, repacked what was going to, and we have all different quilts and kits that we're taking to this quilt show.
That's right.
So if you were at St. Mary's and saw us, we're going to look different.
We're going to be different.
And
New things.
but all of that is all there, and right after the show we're going to go put everything in the van and drive to Embro to set it up to make it look pretty for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So what else do I have here? I have these are just, I think, this is a nice linen, right?
Yeah, just a cream. I love using linens in quilts because of the little bit of texture that it gives. But it can read as a solid. I don't know. They just have an elegance to them that I love.
This is a nice blue with look at even those two together, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is very pretty, like royally blue.
Yeah, and it has, just that nice little pattern in the back. And, like And then here's just a pretty spring green. When you look at the three of them together, it's like, oh, that's just, it's nice. Nice contrast. And I think we should talk about the quilt behind us.
Sure. So this quilt, we called it Red and White Leaves Quilt. It's a very original name, but this quilt, Tammy and I actually chose all the reds and the whites for it, and we decided it could be for Canada Day coming up in July, but it also is just very classy when it's red and white. Just the
Two-color quilts are lovely.
Yeah. So it's got the maple leaf look, and we had it quilted with maple leaf. And we have these kitted, and now these kits come with a book, not just a pattern, a book with several patterns.
Do you want to show the book?
So it comes with an entire book of all the different quilts, and then this one is right there. So they had it in colors. We decided to do it in red and white, and that's included in the kit. And the quilt is 62.5 by 74.5, and it's $134 for the kit, and that includes the book.
So that's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty quilt. This is one of those quilts that won't ever go out of style.
Just very classy.
Yeah, and you can put it up, even for fall, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever you choose.
Yeah.
I thought of something I wanted to say, and I went zip. I was thinking, oh, I have to mention that.
We show some more fabric, maybe.
Okay.
Let's do this one first.
Oh,
This is a new line that came in, and it's called Periwinkle Spring.
These are gorgeous hydrangeas.
And then, of course, we've got more to go with it. So this print is very similar, but just a little bit more dense. And we've got Morning Glories.
Oh, it's just... Yeah, you can just, it's that time of year where we can just smell them.
And then we have this blue to go with it. Now this, I'm going to slide you more this way. This blue almost has like a Delft blue for all the Dutch people out there. It's so pretty.
Do you know anybody?
Do I know any Dutch people?
Yeah.
A few.
I'm just teasing you, sweetheart.
Then there's this pretty one. Now this one could be, it's just so pretty. Coordinating with all of them.
It's just fresh and soft and clean. I don't know. It's just...
And this one looks like more Morning Glories and a bunch of different flowers there.
Isn't this beautiful?
It's so pretty. Periwinkle Spring. I think it's a great name for the line. And then we do have this blue.
It's also from in the beginning, and it's just, of course, that just
and it
sings with that. It could be anywhere.
In the middle here, and you can just see all those blues popping up against it.
Yeah.
So, a very, very pretty line.
Yeah.
And these are $17 a yard.
And we, I think some of this, I'm going to have to think of something to do with some of this, because I have to have some of it.
I know.
So I have to think of a project to put it in.
And then we also brought in some more flannel. So these are...
That's a really light dove gray. This is a Maywood one, so soft. And these flannels are 18. This one is, the Maywood is.
And we've got these cute little cats, the little cat faces.
Cute for the back of a quilt.
Of a quilt or a little baby blanket.
I saw somebody was doing, had done a really pretty flannel quilt at the retreat too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cozy when they're out of flannel.
But we need to replenish some of them.
Yeah. Here's
There's
just a nice chocolate brown flannel. And good old white. We like to show that we bring in the standards. White flannel for many projects. And your solid black. Oh, a little fuzzy there, but it's black.
I wonder what happened to the focus there.
Oh, sometimes it does that.
Okay.
But there we go.
There we are.
It's working on it. It's an automatic adjust. So sometimes we move too quickly, I think.
Oh, that makes sense.
And there's just a pretty yellow, like a
And this
gold
another
yellow.
Maywood. Oh. And these are made in Korea. Some of the softest flannels out there on the market are made in Korea.
Yeah. And one last one, just a good,
Pretty
sweet pink.
Oh, we like sweet pink. I have to send you to the other side because we have to do show and tell.
We do have to do show and tell. Okay.
So you get to see me for like 3 seconds, and then we're going to switch and look at our great show and tell.
All right.
Oh, Gina, look at the one she just finished. Isn't that a beauty?
Good classic black and white.
Oh, what's her name? I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Because she had 2 really, really cute quilts here. Is this
And
one?
these were panels that she had found, but they have the look of applique, but they're not applique, and it was really well done.
Oh, and Leanne finished her picnic blanket, isn't it? And so she's back to school, our little nurse. And so she's going all summer. She's gone into the accelerated program, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So she had a 2-week break between semesters, and that flew by, didn't it, Arlene?
It did, yeah.
And Mama is stressing just a titch because she took her car back, which, you know, she's a very independent, responsible girl, but it's just trusting the rest of the world, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's, it's so hard. Doesn't matter how old they get, Arlene. Oh, and this is the same lady with another version of that quilt, and it is so cute. And this lady decided that she would remain a secret. She would not let us see her face. But look at her beautiful quilt. It's so cool. So she's being a secret. So we're letting her stay a secret today. And Pam Brown, this is her applique. This is a rather paper-pieced giraffe. And I hope you can zoom in on it because that giraffe has a lot of different pieces. And it just looked like it was standing there looking at you.
And the background fabric, she used an ombre. And that's how she got those different shades of blue. So it's all one fabric that she used. She just cut the different shapes and it gave it that look of the different blues, but it was using one fabric.
Oh, that it's so effective. You know what I was going to say before I forget? Is that because the giraffe reminded me because of your Giraffe One Block Wonder. That class has just taken off like crazy. Don't worry, because if you didn't get in, we are adding more. Louise is away out west this week, and but we have, I think, another July 14th date, but we will keep adding till you all get to take the class, as long as we have enough. So I think we filled 5 or 6 classes, right? But there will be more. We try to keep our class size like no more than, like that 8 to 10 range, because typically 8, so that you get the attention and you have the room to do what you need to do, because we don't have a huge classroom and we want you to be comfortable and to get that one-on-one attention that you need. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, Edna Carroll was in and she had finished some of her quilts. This one, the tumbling blocks, is really nice. And Edna, if you know, she runs Edna's Travels, and I think she has a group in Ireland right now.
Oh.
And I think she's taking a group to Quilt Canada. She always takes them to Missouri Star, so and they always have a wonderful time on her trips. And look at this beautiful applique quilt. So there's Edna with that. She had 3 that she picked up that Louise had quilted for her. And look at this sampler. She said this one was that she'd had for a long time and finally finished it. So very nice, Edna. And here is Edna and Russ together. And it's very rare that the two of them are ever in the shop together. But Russ is the magic man with our sewing machines. He's the one that, can fix them all from a treadle to your, to your long arm. And, it's a drop-off pickup here, and he usually turns them very quickly. So he services machines, so he has retired and thought that, he didn't want to be bored, so he picked up another hobby. So anyway, nice to see the two of them. And here's just a picture just into the hall in the on the first day at our retreat. So I just thought I will be posting pictures of the show and tell. I'm hoping to have it done by the weekend. So we will get those up. So I guess once again, we look forward to seeing you at the quilt show. Arlene and I will be getting that van packed here shortly and heading up to Embro to set up the booth.
Yes.
And Arlene has a magic touch for, I love the way you set things up. And it's just so nice because you just have that flair. So we are looking forward to seeing you there. I know they have a tea room and they have a boutique and there's supposed to be a couple hundred quilts and it's always been a talented guild. So we look forward to seeing the
Very
quilts.
inspiring going
It
to
is. And
quilt
I know they were
shows.
hanging quilts yesterday. So we're going to get to have a good
little
preview
sneak
today.
peek.
Yeah, so look forward to seeing you and thank you so very much for joining us today.
And we'll see you next week.
You will. And we'll have new things to show you. So thanks again. Have a wonderful week and enjoy the weather.